done, and I talked to my brother Joe Brown, and Joe Brown said, "Well, why don't you try this stuff first? This NuSpecies." And I googled NuSpecies, and all the information came up. But at the same time, I had also googled what the procedure was about, and there's a new procedure for enlarged prostate. It's called green laser treatment, where they use hydro water to kill the cells around the prostate, around the urethra, and but they did not guarantee me that it'll work for a few weeks.
Tell us what the problem was.
The problem was something called prostatitis.
Okay.
But then when I sent you, I read all the blood work, you said my system was breaking down because I had high liver enzymes. My diabetes was right on the number, so you told me I was diabetic, although my primary doctor did not reveal that to me. He always say you're borderline. So right then and there, a couple hours, you called me back and told me what I needed. And I had a catheter in, so couldn't urinate at all without that catheter. And
tell us about the whole thing with the catheter, taking it out, leaving it in. When I said we went through hell, we went through hell.
For about 3 weeks, that catheter was going in and out. And at first it was only supposed to stay in like a week. But I went back to the doctor. In the emergency room, they put it in. When they put that stuff in, it's no joke, because they're not they're not the specialists, so they just kind of force it in there. so you're screaming.
Oh, gosh.
So then you take it out, they take it out, and still can't go. So they put it back in. And just imagine something going back in there, and another set of discomfort. So then the Thursday I talked to Aston, and my son brought the God formula and the anti-inflammatory down that same night I took it. And about 4 or 5 hours later, I just threw everything up. Whatever was bad in my stomach came out. 2 hours later, I threw up again. Then I had all this energy, a burst of energy all day long. Where I was walking like an old man, can't move. I was able to run up and down the stairs, even with that in it. So all the pain that I had in my lower body, right around my private area and the behind and everything, all that pain just went away. It's like it was, a saving grace. So after about 3 or 4 days of taking the stuff, my energy level went back to where it was, and the healing process, I felt that the catheter was kind of impeding things. So I talked to Aston, and he says, well, go back to the doctor, but call me, okay, so that they could take it out. And I went back to the doctor, we took it out, and I was able to go a little. So the doctor said, well, you still got a lot of fluid in there, but walk around a little bit, and Courtney was with me, so we walk around a little bit, and I'm still able to go. So I said, well, as long as I'm able to go, let's leave it out. So I came back the next morning, and the fluid had gone down because I was able to go even just a little bit throughout the night. And I went back with it out, and the fluid was way down, so I never put it back in, and I just kept taking the stuff. And
What stuff?
I took the God formula, the anti-inflammatory, I took the lymph, and I took the blood detox, as well as
Powder.
the detox powder. And I was still taking them. After about, I want to say a month or so, I'm like 80%. Right now I'm close to 90%.
Wow.
And I think just with the one set of God Formula 3, I should be back at 100%.
Good.
Yeah, so no problems at all. Just keep detoxifying.
I
And,
see you traveling.
and to eat. Oh, I was able to travel for Christmas, because Christmas trip was off because of that catheter. I was able to take the catheter out, and I was able to travel within 4 days. So, yeah, and no procedure. So the stuff does work. I'm here to tell you. Thank you, Ashton.
What's the stuff?
The stuff is NuSpecies, God Formula, the blood detox, the lymph detox, and the detox powder. They all work. The anti-inflammatory. Thank God. Good enough testimony?
That's very good.
All right.
And I can play this?
You can play that.
What's your name?
Delvin Walters.
And what's your name again?
Anthony L. Brown.
And you're a cousin?
And I'm the cousin.
Okay.
My cousin who raised me. God bless.
Oh.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And he brings it here today.
Yes, he brought me here today.
And you were again, sir?
I'm Courtney Walters. It's Delvin Walters' son.
So you lived through that with your dad?
Yeah, it was quite a feat.
So you're happy about it now?
Yeah, I am happy about it. He didn't have to get the procedure done. He's not in the pain that he was in before, and they can actually use the bathroom properly, so it's good.
He's back to normal, you think? Or getting back there?
Getting there, yeah. I think he's there.
So you're happy?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm happy with it.
I'm gonna send you a bill.
Don't tell me to bill.
And I gotta say, my wife, she's got
Tell me about the wife.
she's got some medical challenges as well
Mhm.
with the loss of hair and the thyroid issue. So she's got nodules on her thyroid, so we could see that they've gotten softer and they're starting to go down.
That's good.
So we just continue to take the supplements
Yeah.
and just look for good things.
That's good.
Back to normal health.
There you
Good.
go.
Yes.
Thanks for
That's
coming in.
Anytime, anytime.